What's up everybody, Josh from Josh Does Life. Another quick video that I wanted to post as not necessarily an update, but just something that had happened. So I did a video when I rescaped this one, and I just did an update video on it. But one thing that I forgot to mention, when I filled this tank back up with water, it was all fresh water other than what was still in the canister. So, you know, that part had some bacteria, and then the substrate and bed had some bacteria in it. Well, the tank's doing great other than one thing happened. I decided for the first time to try this product, Flourish Excel by Seachem. I've used Seachem products for a long time. Let me get this so you can see it better. I've used, like I said, Seachem products for a long time now. Flourish Excel, I've seen a lot of videos and information about it. The reason that I decided to use it is because I've seen a few people make statements saying that this contains like an algicide that helps prevent algae outbreaks. So I figured, since I'm like redid this tank, you know, to kind of cut back on the amount of algae, as it, for the most part, you know, it's cycled, but 90% of the water was new. I just wanted to try to cut back on any algae that I might have. So I also figured, you know, with all the new plants and all that are not rooted yet and all that type stuff, even though I have pressurized CO2 in the aquarium, I figured, you know, why not put this in here to help cut back on the algae, and then, you know, give it that like CO2 boost to get everything like growing strong from the start. It also says that promotes like the ferrous state of iron. It's supposed to turn iron into a more absorbable component, or whatever you want to call it. So I added this stuff in. First time ever using it. Well, so here's what all it says on the back. I followed the instructions for the most part. On initial use, or after a major greater than 40% water change, use 1 capful for every 10 US gallons. All right, so 36-gallon tank, I used 4 capfuls, roughly. It might have been a little bit less than 4, you know, I didn't fill them to the top. And it says you can use this actually daily. You know, after that, you cut the dose down and all. Do not overdose, you know, with the exclamation point there. But it also says that you can use this along with CO2. There's no risk there. So right after filling this up and transferring the fish and inverts and everything over, I added the Flourish Excel to the tank. The next morning I get up and all of the red cherry shrimp are dead. They were fine before, had been in the tank before. I tested the water. There was really no ammonia. I mean, all the levels looked fine. So the only thing, and I'm not saying it's for sure, but the only thing I can think of is I added this Flourish Excel in. I have seen other videos of people say that the Flourish Excel can kill things and can cause more problems than good. I've actually seen somebody say that the components used in it to create CO2 are almost like toxic to a lot of things. So I figured, you know, if I followed the instructions, you know, and kept it a little bit under what it actually recommended there, that everything would be fine. And I just planned on using it really the one time to kind of get a jump start on things. I haven't added any since. Well, of course I wouldn't add any since. I had some deaths, but anyway, I just wanted to share that with everybody. Just kind of something that I ran into. And like I said, I'm not saying completely that it's the Flourish Excel, but that's the only thing that changed in the tank, and all the other water perimeters are where they're supposed to be. The snails are still fine. I didn't lose any of those. So it was just limited to the shrimp, but I lost every one of them. So anyway, just an update. Thanks for watching.